Now, back in 2010, craziest thing happened. I lost my mom in March, and I had planned to move to the city that year. And because that happened, it was delayed. The plan was to move in just in time for the World Cup so I can volunteer like most black kids, get to see the tourists, maybe get a job overseas, blah, 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 blah. That did not happen because she passed away in March, and since I'm closer, we had to go through a process of mourning, which took like 3 months, right? And on the day of the opening game, that's when it hit me that I needed to decide what I need to do. By the way, I was not even allowed to be out and about because the game, I think, was after 6. So I was watching the game with my friends, blah, 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 and I saw the vibe and, before the match, everyone in Joburg excited, blah. It's like, I should be there, man. But I'm out here in Bloem, where it's dead, Afrikaans people. And yeah, it's really hard. It was really hard. And then it hit me that I needed to make the move. So I watched the match, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, mourning period is over to December 23rd. Now in Bloem, if you guys know, at the end of the year, we all go home and we all hang out at the park because we got nothing better to do and drink. That's what we do in Bloem, by the way. So on the 23rd of December, I'm chilling with my high school boys and we drinking, da-da-da. And Kumo, who's a brother of mine, not biologically, that is, he's like, Smash, we're going to Joburg tomorrow, because he lived in Joburg. Are you keen to come? And I'm like, yay! But I didn't speak to my dad. I agreed because I had a black label in my hand, and it was a good thing to say, yes, let's go, Joburg, I'm coming. And I went back home later that evening, told my dad, Dad, I am moving to Joburg because my mom used to tell me all the time, it's my life, and I need to do what is right for my life. Because no one else is going to actually live my life for me. I must live my life for me. And my dad didn't understand that. He's like, hey, dude, just do whatever you want. You're grown up. Cool, Dad. Following day, 24th of December, believe it or not, Christmas Eve. I'm in a car with Kumo's mom and little brother driving to Joburg. I only have 300 rand. Ding, 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 ding. 300 rand. What can you do with 300 rand?
Nothing.
Exactly. So, I get to Joburg, boom. They drop me off in Roodepoort. They live in Alberton. Nothing happens in Roodepoort, right? Everyone knows that. Absolutely nothing. Except for Afrikaans racist people. Kafa! What's up with that, though? I did nothing. Anyway, so my aunt used to work for this white family. She worked for them for over 20 years or something. But she was on holiday at the time. So my cousin was at the house, the maid quarters, which is like a box, guys, in case you're not aware. So I get into that box with my 2 bags, 300 rand. I'm saying, boy, I only have 300 rand. I feel like I'm supposed to be here because I believe in this radio thing, and I'm going to do it. And he's like, okay, give me 100 rand. I'm like, all right. I got 200 rand now. Gave him 100 rand, boom, I got 200 rand. I stayed at his place for a week and a half, if not 2 weeks maximum. And then the girlfriend calls. She's like, yo, let's do some And he's like, Smashy, you got to get out. Where am I going to go? No, the money, let's not talk about the money. I don't remember. I think I probably had 5 rand. But anyway, so long story short, cousin kicks me. I was like, dude, the girlfriend is coming. It's a box. I cannot be having fun with my girl and you are here. It's just going to be awkward. So I'm like, yo, where do I go now? Luckily, my nigga Obi, the same dude who discovered me on campus and say, hey, you got a voice for radio, come record something. That's the same dude who invited me on his radio show on Saturdays. I got on his show, kicked his ass on his own show, and he never invited me again. For real, true story, no lie. Everyone was like, yo, Smash, man, you were so good. It felt like it was your own show. I was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do, so just take over the mic then. So that was Obi. Shout out to Obi. He's back in Bloem now. That's not a punchline, guys. It's life. That's what life does. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Oh, you're shooting some incredible stuff in Bloem now, by the way. So it's not all bad. Anyway, so I call Obi and Obi says, hey man, I'm out here in Midrand. You can come and stay at my house. I stay at his house for like a couple of weeks. A week later, my then girlfriend got a job in Joburg. So it's like, whoa, I'm not going back to Bloom. I'm still unemployed, by the way. No more money. Now I'm just like a potato. I'm a real smash. Good for nothing nigga. Anyway, didn't end up being a car guard, which is cool. And then girlfriend moves over. She lived in Rosebank at like a cottage, because that's what usually happens, right? If you move to Joburg with your first gig, like all you could afford is a cottage, unless if you lived in the city, which was rough. She lived in Rosebank, and there was a stuck-up old lady who was there, and I visited like probably once, and that lady's like, I don't like that boy. Don't let that boy come back here again. Da 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 da. Fast forward to January 2011. I'm looking for a job on the grind. Boom, 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 boom. Eventually get a job at Vertigo. Shout out to Vertigo. If you work for the Platinum Group, it's no more. Kudos to you. Worked at Vertigo. They like my vibe. Like, you like rock music? You seem white. Because I hung out with a lot of white kids in Bloom. I was like, yes, let's do it. Rock music. Woo, woo. And I did it. I got the job. And my first paycheck was 4.5. From 300 Rand to 4.5. Woo, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money. End of the month, I convinced my then girlfriend that we should live together because it's better. We'll save a lot of money. She was getting more or less around the same amount of money. Lived together for 2 years. And 2011, I worked for Voice of Wits. I had like 2 years radio experience. Niggas at Voice of Wits tell me, Smash, you gotta do graveyard on campus. No one is listening to graveyard radio on campus. Even the niggas who are studying are not listening to campus radio. They're listening to the other radio station. Why make me do? I'm more experienced than all these motherfuckers. But I eventually do it. So I do it. I did it for like a week. And then they tuned me, hey man, you're good for breakfast. So I started doing breakfast on Voice of Wits. That's actually how I now become the radio DJ that I am today. We'll get to that woo part. So I'm doing this breakfast show, did it as a co-presenter, mind you, right? With Beige and this girl called Tire. Do it. I think I probably did it for 3 months. Beige drops out because like he was an engineering student. He's like, too much work, blah, blah, blah. Smash, you just work at a clothing store and you can do this because you're passionate and you're really better than me, which I was. And I took over the show. Fast forward to 2012. I get a call from Moose. You guys know Moose from TV? He's a doctor now. You guys should know who. Come on, guys. Didn't you guys watch your TV when you were growing up? Are you that old? Are you guys that? You guys don't know Moose? Moose, yeah. That's the one, right? He gives me a call one day. He's like, yo, Smash. Wow, yeah, you guys. Okay, let me give you a moment. All right, cool. Moose gives me a call. I'm at like at the New Santon store, Vertigo that is, walking around looking cool. Used to like be so funky. Girls loved us. I think girls still love me now, but it's all good. Anyway, I'm walking around. He calls me. He's like, Smash, dude. This dude is looking for a co-presenter, and I think you're really dope and you're good for this job. Okay? He's gonna give you a call. Is it cool if I give him your number? I'm like, let's go for it. He gives Tully B my number. Tully B calls me. You know, he's got the voice of God. He's like, yo, man, am I speaking to Smash Africa? I'm like, yeah, that's right. What's your name, man? I'm like, I'm B. Tully B. I'm like, who the fuck are you, nigga? That's a lie. I fabricated the whole damn thing. It's way fake, man. Come on, work with me here. Anyway, Tully B's like, yo, I'm looking for a co-presenter. I hear you dope. Let's do this. By the way, I'm still with the same girlfriend that we moved in together. It was like, yeah, of course, man. I'm a loyal nigga. You know? I don't cheat and shit. Don't tempt me, though. Anyway, so he calls me. He's like, come for the auditions. I didn't know that he auditioned 7 other niggas before me. So I'm the last dude. He hasn't found the right guy that he connects with and he clicks with and all of that jazz. And I get there, YFM, for the very first time. I know like all the black kids out here know what I'm talking about, you know. especially if you love radio, whether you love listening to it or you want to be a radio presenter. I never listened to the station, but I loved what the station stood for. Get in the YFM space, and I'm like, boom, I'm here now. By the way, I had a quote of Black Label before I went to that little thing. I must just say, guys, no. Yeah, no, for real. Real niggas drink Black Label. All them fake niggas drink Castle Light. If there's Castle Light people here, I need money for my gig. Craziest shit. And this is like, I guess this is destiny and God and doing his own thing. Everyone who was listening to the show was like, who the fuck is that kid? He just cleaned your ass out, Tolly. The same way I did Obi. Right? But this time, because Tolly was a seasoned broadcaster, still is. He held me like in my own corners, like, no, you do your thing there, I'll do my own thing. So everyone just went buck wild, and a week later he called me, and mind you, I just got a promotion from Vertigo. So they're like, yo, Smash, you're going to be in charge of recruitment. Your personality is amazing. You got to recruit motherfuckers like you. You know how to sell clothes. You nice, you jam, and you never get tired. It's like, yes, your type of nigga, yeah? That's right. And the package was good. It was like 8.5. 8.5 from 4.5 to 8.5 is cool. And Tony calls me, he's like, yo, nigga, you got the job. I'm like, what? I'm walking to work by that time. Catch your time. He's like, what? You got a job? I was like, yes, I got a job. I called my dad first time. I even cried, guys. I cried. Last time I cried was when my mother passed on. That was the last time I cried. I cried. Oh, and the other times when my girlfriend really hurt me really bad in arguments and shit. Anyway, it's for effect again. Are you going to say I'm lying? How much time do you guys have, Trip? Okay, that's the end of the story, guys. Oh, should I carry on? Oh, I thought my story was boring. And then, cool, he calls me, he's like, cool, you got the job. But here's how he drops the mic. He's like, yo, you still got a trial for a month. No pay. And you know who you call, right? Yo, daddy, I need some rent money. But luckily, because my dad is a responsible dad, he's there. He's there. That's the first part. And he works, happens to have money. Well, I think he does. He helped me out, so that was easy. So I sorted out rent and all that shit. Like, we pretty much ate nothing, me and my then girlfriend. And I did the first month, and everyone received me well, and boom. Guys, you have to understand this. I don't know if you'll ever understand it. For a kid from Bloem who dropped out, right, studying IT, and then moved to some lousy-ass bookkeeping course to impress his dad because his dad was just that guy, to fuck school, I believe I should be a dope-ass radio DJ. Right? To get an opportunity to be on YFM is next level. It's literally getting the Powerball at 75 million rand. But you just don't have the money. You understand what I'm saying? It's like there's something about it, you know? I don't know. Shout out to the niggas who started YFM. And so yeah, don't be shy. Give them props. And then, obviously, I got there and I did the thing. People received us well, and the boss was like, cool, and boom. And another mic drop or bomb drop, they're like, your salary is going to be 7.5 thousand rands before tax. Which is 25%, by the way. So you do the math. I absolutely had nothing. But the craziest thing, I used to celebrate that job every day. So every day, I'd find a way to go out and be drinking and jamming with everyone. And everyone would pay my bill. So they would even split it apart. I was like, nah, he's broke, man. It's all right. And now, the reason why I'm telling you the story, and I'm going to end it there, because obviously, I'll tell you the other story about what happens after Smash makes it to primetime when you guys are willing to pay me directly. Yeah, I'm planning to write a book. A very short story though. Not big, some easy shit to read. Because we need to actually encourage spontaneous reading, And I feel like if my face is on the book, the kids in the schools who listen to my show will spontaneously read the book. No, for real. I've thought about this shit, man. My girlfriend is my publisher, so it's all right. It's sorted. So now, I told you guys how I got to this part in YFM and appreciating my job, like with or without the money. At the end of the day, whether you have a dream and you believe in your shit, all that shit is valid. All you gotta do is look inside yourself before you look at the mirror, because we've been lied to by making us believe that the man in the mirror is the real man. No, the real man and the real woman is inside. So the moment you tap into who you actually genuinely are, then you can go out there and get whatever it is you fucking want in this motherfucking lifetime. And that's my story. I am Smash Africa, smash and grab in the morning, and I'm out.